Thanks for going from the start here, from the input, the whole way through the end in this very long memo series. And I guess sometimes it was maybe a little bit too much, too detailed, or whatever. It is really hard to find exactly the right speed, density, and flow into a series when you address this to a wide audience. And I apologize if I didn't got exactly the right for you. But keep in mind, I try to address this to many hundred peoples, and everyone has a different base already, has a different understanding, and of course, and that is maybe something what concerns me the most, when we go here from the in over the process to the out point, I have to fight sometimes against a lot of wrong pre-knowledge. And I don't say that specifically to you when you just listen here. I say it based on my experience in the last years, for example, where I do hands-on classes. And exactly there I have seen that pre-knowledge, when it is wrong, can limit the progress of learning. And I encourage everyone to just put things in question. And with that, I have, of course, in mind what you see all over the place. Ask yourself, is that really clear to you? Do you find this verified in other sources, or is it just an idea of someone? And do this with this material as well, because everything is in change. And things that I say today are maybe completely on ahead in 5 years or so. I have to learn to live with that in the last 2 decades at least, where I use digital tools mainly for my work, and I use computers already a little bit longer. And so I have seen a lot of change, and I do not believe that we can build up on this 10 years from now. I know that. However, what I wanted to do here is, of course, that you get an idea what you can expect in terms of input when you are in the middle of the pipeline. And the idea is, of course, always that when you do 3D work, then you have to know what the 2D artist that delivers for you textures, backgrounds, and everything else has to do. If you don't have any ideas what he is finally creating, you can't give him feedback to increase your quality. And so when this is not given, the input is always in question. Depends on the quality of that department. And if you have no idea about compositing, finally, you have no idea, maybe, perhaps, and I say that, of course, with all cautions, what the compositing department needs if they give you no feedback over the time. So what I try to do here is, of course, to straighten out this pipeline here. And if we don't do this, we start out here with a decision. Is that or is that okay? So maybe this is not okay, then we go to this point. And then we have to split it again. This was maybe wrong. This is the way to go. And from there we go again and again, and so on, and maybe one more. And so what we can see here with all these question marks, we have maybe 1 or 2 ways to go, and we go here along in a wavy curve. I tried to straighten this curve and make the shortest connection possible, but of course I gave you a lot to digest, and what I have in mind is that you know exactly what you want to do, and what you want to deliver. And if that is clear, and you know exactly what you do based on all of these things, then I have reached at least a little target here. Thanks for watching the series, and I wish you tons of luck and success with your projects.